Hello, welcome back to a new week, a new vlog. It's Monday. I am in Aldi, or actually I was in Aldi, I'm in Aldi car park. I got this kombucha to try, although I can't get it open. Oh well, I'm not drinking that right now then. Right, so much for my drink on the way home. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart there. So it's Monday, as I say, which is usually my kind of busy-ish gym day, but I just had Linda. So I ended up, my plan was to go and do my training first, which I did do, and I managed to do it in like a record 30 minutes, because the road that I come into Stewarton is closed off. And there was no signs anywhere saying that was going to happen. There was no redirection, so I had to take a 15-minute detour to get there. Anyway, I did manage to get a sort of speed training session done. Then I had Linda, then I had Kim, and I've just been to Aldi there, and I'm heading home because I have all the things to do. And Helen the cleaner is going to be there, which isn't ideal, but apparently she missed her bus or something earlier, so I'll either just need to set up camp somewhere, or I don't know. Anyway, sorry to editing me that has to edit all this out. I wanted to talk about something which I have realised about myself, or spotted in myself, and I'm kind of battling today. And it is the idea, or the acknowledgement, that I always go into like, sorry, I need to write down my angel numbers, like fix it mode. So today's example would be that Nick messaged me, my sister, and she said that she had noticed when my mum and dad were down in London for Norman's funeral that my dad kept like choking on, I don't know, I can't remember if she said if it was food or drink. And right enough, there has been a few times where I've noticed as well he's like choked, but I couldn't right now, I couldn't name you a specific time. It's one of these things you just kind of think, oh. And then Nick mentioned that she thinks that potentially it could be, so my dad has got all these various issues, like he's got really, really bad arthritis in his knees. He's on like the waiting list to get a knee replacement, or both knees done, but they'll need to get one at a time. Knee replacement surgery done. He had damaged his shoulder a while ago, and since then he's had this tremor in his arm. And they'd kind of hoped that, because he went was it the beginning of the year? March? April? I can't remember. I've lost all track of time. They hoped, they being like the hospital and stuff, that when he had this operation done, that would address the tremor. Now the tremor, they checked for Parkinson's and they've ruled that out. But the tremor's getting worse. Like, I think he's now struggling to, like, his grip's getting worse as well, and whatever else. So like Nick had just mentioned this, and of course I then went into like what I've been calling like fix it mode, where I'm like, right, let's well, first of all I asked like ChatGPT like what it might be, and then I was like, right, I'm saying to Nick, right, I'll need to find out if he's had like an MRI scan recently, blah 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 blah. And I'm getting upset because, well, number one, it's my dad, right, and I don't want anything to be wrong with him, and I do want to make him better, but I do this with everyone. Like, I try and sort things, and a lot of the time I do feel like it is left up to me, but I have to remind myself that I can't, well, number one, I can't make my dad do anything. So my dad is like, you think I'm stubborn, like he's like stubborn times 10. And I think a lot of the time, obviously because he's worried and he's scared, he goes into like denial mode. So if you've watched the vlogs for a while, like you'll know that a wee while ago there was all this like worry, because so after a certain age you have to do like the you send in like stool samples. I can't remember how often it is. I think it's like when you're over 50. And his have always been fine, but this time there was one come back and it had blood in it. So we had to go to like to get a colonoscopy. And of course in the run up to this colonoscopy, he was just like, well, it wasn't saying to me, but my mum was saying that he kept going, oh, that's me, I've got cancer, I'll be dying and all this, and being like really negative. And but then on the flip side, he wasn't doing anything about it. Like, he could have paid to go privately and get the colonoscopy done earlier. And then what really got me was when it came back clear, like I think there was like polyps or something, and he's like, I don't know, it was nothing, it was fine, it turned out. Like, nothing's changed. He's not changed his like diet. He's still drinking a lot. Like, he drinks a lot of beer. He hasn't even like changed like his attitude or anything like that. Like, I get really annoyed because you'd think like going through that you would, and then being given like what is essentially a second chance, and to just throw it away. Like, when I asked ChatGPT that, it actually came in when I was in the midst of like my fix-it mode. Bearing in mind I was in the middle of Kim's PT and I'm like on my phone, so I feel really guilty because I wasn't giving her my full attention. It gave me like so you know how now when you go to the doctor, I don't know what it's like where you stay, but up here it's like you have to go and fight your own case. You have to go to the doctor and tell them all your symptoms and actually tell them what you think it might be. It's actually sickening, and it, like, don't even get me started. So anyway, it's giving me this list of like the symptoms that I told it and the characteristics and whatever, and then it's then said what potentially it thinks it might be, and then also what you've to ask the doctor for. So I can't remember exactly, but one of them was like to request an MRI in case it's like a spinal thing. Tests for something to do with the thyroid, a deficiency in, I think it was vitamin B actually, and a few other things. But I just know that like if I was to give that to my dad, like he would probably just disregard it. But I don't think he realises how much I need him to be okay. Like, I need everyone in my life to be okay. And I realise a lot of the time that's at the detriment to myself. Like, I'm so busy trying to make sure that everyone else is okay that I'm just leaving myself behind, and then I end up with all these issues. I don't even know where I'm going. All these roads are closed. But anyway, I'm very sorry if this is your first experience of my vlog. I think I'm overtired because I had a terrible night's sleep last night. I don't even know, like, I didn't even do much yesterday. I spent most of the day on the sofa and I was really quite tired when I was going to bed. But then I couldn't get to sleep for absolute ages. I kept waking up like every hour or so. Of course, at one point Harry come in with something in his mouth. I think it was a wee bird. And I couldn't get back to sleep. And I just feel a bit like all over the place. And I've got quite a lot to do when I get home. I need to, Monday's like my online coaching check-in day, and then tomorrow's the 1st of July, so I need to have all the price increases for my skincare, White Rabbit Skincare, I have to have that in place. Hello, I'm home now. Well, I've been home for quite a while. I think either you overheated or the battery ran out. Excuse me. My rubbish night's sleep's catching up with me. It's now 7:30 and I didn't mean to, but I ended up falling down a rabbit hole, no pun intended, of trying to get, it turns out there's an issue with, so when someone selects subscription on my website, they should get a confirmation email, because a lot of people have been complaining that they haven't been able to access their subscriptions, or they try and like do it through their email and they get like error messages, and it's something to do with like domain not registration, but I was talking to a wee person on the subscription website thing, and it's never simple, is it? And I found myself getting that kind of wound up way of being like, I am paying for this and you are making it really, really complicated, because he just kept sending me like links to like a how-to guide, but it wasn't, it was all to do like coding and like just really complicated things. So I've ended up like putting out a request for help, basically. So I got tied up doing that, and then I had a few emails from customers asking about their subscriptions, so sorting that out. But it's been like, I've had a wee flurry of orders in. Oh, excuse me. Because I'd scheduled another like reminder email. I mean, there's 3 people on the website right now. I just love like sitting watching. I don't know if I can show you this without you seeing. Basically, I've got like, if I show you quickly, I've got an app, and you can literally see where people are logging on from. Someone was from Iowa in America, which was pretty surreal. Yeah, it's just like, I'm so lucky for like the support and things that I get, but my heartburn has been really, really bad. Because I've not seen Harry since I got home, and I can't find him anywhere. Billy says he's not seen him since this afternoon. Jack briefly come in a wee while ago. But yeah, as I say, it's 7:30. I still need to do my coaching check-in responses and or message all my clients, and then I need to do the price change stuff. Luckily, I literally thought I was going to have to stay up till midnight to then do the price changes by hand, but I'm going to, there's like a price change app I'm just going to use. I think I'll need to still put in like manually per product, because I'm doing, so say for example, like the new price works out, I'm doing a 7% increase, and say the price worked out to be like 41.07, I'm going to make it like 41.99, because initially I was like, oh yes, I can just put in 7% increase, and I was like, no I can't. So I'll still need to do that, but at least it means I can just, once I've done it and scheduled it, it'll just go live at midnight. Although, if my sleep is anything like last night's sleep, I'll probably still be awake. But anyway, right, I need to go on. Speak soon, bye. It's time to go to bed. Hi, welcome to Tuesday, where it's not even lunchtime. But everything that could go wrong is going wrong. Now I'll talk to you after the kettle's boiled. So, I'm just taking 5 minutes. I've got loads of things that I should be doing. Jack's acting like he's starving and he's never been fed. Today started off, I actually had a far better sleep last night than I had the night before. And I woke up about 8, I did my little mini trampoline, I did a 5-minute ice bath and my grounding, and it was all very peaceful and lovely. And then I made the mistake of getting sucked into other things before I was properly ready. So mum come in, was asking me stuff. I remembered that I needed to... Jack! I remembered I needed to order things. I started going on my laptop before I'd even had like my breakfast. I just get very overwhelmed very quickly, and I can actually feel the horrible anxiety feeling sitting here right now. And it's just, you know, when like, so we received like 40 odd orders yesterday, which was amazing. But then Mum was asking me about the jar delivery from China. I don't know when it's going to get here. Like, we've ran out of boxes. I'm not getting the thing with Shopify, the platform, the e-commerce platform that I'm on. You get payouts every few days, so I'm waiting on 2 very, very considerable size payouts that I'm not going to get till tomorrow, and then probably Thursday. So I haven't paid myself. All my personal direct debits have all bounced. I don't know. I don't know why I'm laughing, because it's not funny. Then I had the kind of initial call with the new team that are going to be managing my Facebook ads, which I'm so grateful for, because it's just like, Facebook ads is just a whole other monster. But then of course, in order for them to start work on that, I had to give them access to like the business suite. So I tried to log in, and then of course I couldn't remember. Firstly, I couldn't remember my password. So it's never simple. You can't just reset your password. It kept like sending me in a loop, sending me verification codes saying that I wasn't verified, sending me emails going, is this you logging into here? And it's just a nightmare. Then when I finally wrestled my way into the business suite, I couldn't find any of the like business assets. So I couldn't find any of the previous ad campaigns, the like product catalogue, anything. Like, the only thing I had was the Instagram for some reason. So I told the team that, and they were like, oh, you'll need to go back to your previous agency, because Facebook's very particular, it needs to be linked properly. Sort of like, I can't do anything by halves, kind of, like nothing's ever straightforward. So then I emailed the agency. Then I managed to get in, so then I had to email them again and be like, I managed to do it, it's fine. And my stomach has just been, like, my digestion, and I know it's like signs from my body. It's just really hard at the minute, and I'm sorry that I keep crying all the time. I should call this vlog the Crying Chronicles. And I'm like hungry, but then I'm not hungry, if that makes sense. And I don't want to eat stupid protein, but then I know that if I need to, and I also know that a lot of this is hormone related. Because guess what? I'm due my period in 5 days. God, look at the state of me. I even looked demented. You know, also I hate, like, it's like my default setting is constantly feeling like a failure. And I do right now. And I hate that I think that about myself.
The big thing that I like to...
Hello. Welcome to a chaotic Thursday. I need to turn this over. I hate Gordon Ramsay. Hold on. Oh, got a bit of chocolate. So, already this morning, we've had the gardeners round, and I had to try and keep the cats in because they were spraying weed killer down in the garden. Then I have been trying to upload loads of product imagery for the new email campaign company that I'm working with now. And what else have I been doing? Can I set you on here? You can't see me. Is that going to work? We'll make it work. You're balancing on my Chinese cat candle. I was also randomly this many years old when I discovered, so I've been using I have this thing where I like highlighting things off in green, or ticking them off in green. So I had got these, a big pack of these green Sharpies. Oh, it's like the old days when you used to do like hauls and stuff and do this, so it wouldn't focus on your face. Yeah, like I had just been using them like this. I discovered randomly today, I don't even know how I did it, even though I now realise it says on the pen, fine liner. It's a fine liner at this end. It's the little things in life. Yeah, so I've just been, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Yesterday was a bit of a write off, wipe off, write off, whatever. I just felt so unfocused. I couldn't focus on anything at all until about 4:30 when I fell into this like hyper focus hole of using ChatGPT to help me design digital products, because I've decided to revive my Etsy store that sells like journals and whatever. So I started working on that, and then I had to go and train. I was meant to have 2 PT clients, but they had to reschedule to tomorrow. I think I mentioned the other day as well that I am due my period again, and I'm now thinking, you know how I keep going on about my ADHD and whatever else, and how like it can be linked to PMDD, which is post-menstrual, hold on. Premenstrual dysphoric disorder is a severe form of premenstrual syndrome characterised by intense emotional and physical symptoms that significantly disrupt a woman's life in the week or two before her period. Key characteristics: hormonal sensitivity, severity, impact, can significantly impact a person's mood, behaviour and overall quality of life. Severe mood swings, depression, anxiety, irritability, anger, feelings of being overwhelmed, and decreased interest in activities. Well, that was me yesterday. Physical: breast tenderness, bloating, headaches, fatigue, changes in sleep and eating patterns. Tick, 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 tick. I've had really sore boobs. My sleep has been a nightmare recently, actually. I realised that I'd ran out of my Astro Dust, my magnesium, like hot chocolate, so I ordered more of that yesterday. And I'm going to order more like kind of hormone related supplements that I haven't taken for a wee while, but I'm going to start taking them again. So yeah, I now need to go and do a stock check and order stock pronto. Excuse me. Eating. Happy Friday. I'm eating some pretzels. I suddenly felt very nauseous because I've taken my period and I just feel ugh. But I'm just quickly running through some, I could probably show you actually. I'm really pleased with how these look actually. And also, side note, I had the lovely surprise when I got home. So one of our, I need to put these in water actually, one of our amazing customers, Gail, sent mum and I flowers, and it also included, I don't know if you can see them, it's like roses. It also included a beautiful card with a lovely thing in it. But right now I need to finish putting the notes against this. Then I need to get ready because it's 3:15 already, and I am going round to pick up mum, dad and my cousin Jamie who's been staying with my mum and dad this week, because we're all having dinner at the Park Tell, and then we're going to, I can't remember if I told you this or not, we're going to a testimonial. It's one of the footballers' testimonials, so we're going to his game. I have not been to football in years, and it's currently blowing a gale outside and raining, and I don't have a clue what to wear. First world problems, eh? Good morning, it's Sunday. It has been a bit of a wild ride for the old mental health the last couple of days. Spiralling quite a bit, and oh, hello. I know in part that a lot of it is to do with like my hormones, because I've got my period. And when I'm in those kind of black places, I try and remind myself of that, but it can be really difficult. But I am determined today that I am just going to make the most of it. Before I do anything, I'm going to ask my inner child what she wants to do. So I'm about to make my rainbow dust. Wait, I'll check, hold on. This. Rainbow dust. Mushroom and adaptogen super blend chocolate flavour. Remember, you can get 20% off your first order with code SPACEGOODSSOCIETYMELANIE. But I do love it. And I actually got the magnesium one back again. Something had happened that the subscription for it had cancelled, so I was out without it for a couple of nights. What's this one? So again, it's like a hot chocolate, but it doesn't have like caffeine in it. It's got magnesium and ashwagandha and things that help your sleep. But yeah, it's yesterday my lower back was so sore. I had the horrendous heartburn. Basically, from a somatic point of view, like my body was just very in chaos, for want of a better word. But it shows you the difference that magnesium makes, actually, just to go on a slight tangent, because in terms of like my period symptoms, apart from the hormonal and the PMS, which was still very much present, my boobs weren't too sore this time, and I didn't really get cramps. So magnesium does make a difference. But I am going to make my hot chocolate, go out and do my ice bath, because I cleaned that and refilled it yesterday. I think Billy's down the stairs though. And I've been really enjoying like doing my ice bath and then feeling all nice and sedate and doing my grounding in the grass, and then he talks at me. But bless him. I also came through to the living room to some sort of crime scene. All I can say is, I think a little bird had a grisly end. I say I think because there was like a feather explosion and some sort of body part that I just had to pick up with kitchen roll with my eyes closed. I must have been in quite a deep sleep then, because usually I would have heard Harry coming in, and I'm glad I wasn't there for that experience. Right, I also need to edit the vlog. I'm just feeling very all over the place and very no, today, so I've been reading these. Wait a minute, let me put the kettle on, or I'm never going to get out from a bath, nice bath. Jack, how are you? Yeah, I'm reading these two books in the morning. So, I think I've shown you the Daily Stoic before. This is, I can't remember how long I've had this, but I've been through it quite a few times. The blue writing's like recent, and anything else is the highlighters like when I've read it before. But it's well loved. Anyway, you read a page of this a day, and it's like dated. So today's was Rise and Shine. And then another one that I'm then reading. Again, it's like I think you could read like loads of it if you wanted, but again, it's like really short chapters, like literally a page. And today's was Stop Saying These Two Bad Words, and the bad words were I'll try. And I was literally about to write, do or do not, there is no try. I know it's from is it Star Wars, but all I can think of is Penny saying it to Leonard in Big Bang Theory. And then on this side it says, do not there is, so try advise Yoda. So I am removing I'll try from my vocabulary because it says, or he says, the author, Robin Sharma, says, I'll try means you won't commit, I'll try means you're not really that invested. It means you won't hold yourself accountable, you aren't seriously that interested. It mostly means you're worried about making the necessary changes that need to be made to lead a life you love. And do remember that you cannot have the world you want without doing the things you must, if that makes sense. I'll try is a reason bordering on an invasion offered by the majority to remove themselves from responsibility. This phrase dishonours your talents and disrespects your genius. So, whatever I said I was going to try, I can't remember. I'm not going to try, I'm going to do it. Can you tell I've not had my breakfast yet either? I don't even know what time that's now. What time is it? 11:30. But actually, creativity...
Collector's edition Batman utility belt. Maybe she could use it as a wearable pill caddy. Well, she just looks silly wearing that without the rest of the costume.
Finally got my vlog uploaded. Only 2 hours and 52 minutes later. Wow, I look delightful. Thank you for watching. I am gonna go prep for the morning and then head to bed, I think. But thank you for watching. Have I said that already? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.